Hi boxing fans, welcome to this episode of Boxing Delight. David Benavidez has expressed concerns regarding the lack of concrete assurances to fight light heavyweight titans Artur Beterbiev or Dmitry Bivol, despite being in the mandatory position.
No, I haven't been assured anything. And like I said, but it doesn't really bother me. The good thing about me is I got time on my side. I'm 28 years old, so I still have a long time. You know, if anything, these guys, they're kind of getting out of their prime, so I'm barely stepping into my prime. If it doesn't happen now, it'll definitely happen later. But the good thing is we got a lot of good names on the table. We got Dmitry Bivol. We got Artur Beterbiev. We got Zurdo Ramirez. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good fights on the table. So I'm in a good position right now. You know, I'm basically just getting my experience, you know, beating the top guys off the division. But, you know, sooner or later, I'm definitely will get my shot.
Ryan Garcia links up with Fury ahead of his April 21 fight with Mario Barrios, which will take place on the 21st of February 2026.
Great victory in Jesus' name. Get on. Good looking lad, isn't he? First time I've actually seen him in reality.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Got it.
Eddie Hearn has confirmed that Conor Benn has moved on from the Chris Eubank rivalry.
No, I mean, we have no, he's just literally just won every round and nearly stopped him in the last round to the point where it was actually tough to watch. And Chris Eubank was going to get badly hurt in that fight. If that fight had another 10 seconds, or specifically another minute or another round, Chris Eubank would have been badly hurt in that fight. We're done with that. We're moving on, and we're focusing on Conor's real aspirations and legacy, which is to be a world champion in the sport of boxing. After that performance, you know, everybody in the sport is calling Conor Benn out. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, you know, Lewis Crocker. There isn't a name in the division that isn't calling him out. So we've got to now go away. Rolly Romero, like Conor Benn's gold right now. And you know, Turki Al-Sheikh made it quite clear for us. He would like us to potentially fight Ryan Garcia on Cinco de Mayo, and that would be a massive fight. It's one that Conor Benn wants badly. And if Garcia beats Barrios, it would give Conor that shot at the WBC world title, which he's completely infatuated with. You know, sometimes when I talk about Rolly Romero, I talk about Lewis Crocker, he's like, I want the WBC. My dad won the WBC. I've seen that in my house ever since I was born. I want to win that world championship. So we will see.
Deontay Wilder says he is happy with his successful return to boxing after dealing with betrayers and haters in his personal life.
It felt amazing. It felt wonderful to get those hands raised again. You know, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot these last 4.5 years, man, and it's been crazy, especially when you're dealing with betrayal. And, you know, I thought I had things under control, but mentally I didn't. And I acknowledged it early, and I understood what was going on when I was having doubts within myself. I started losing focus. I started losing concentration. I started, you know, not believing in myself because of the betrayal that was occurring with me and the things and the work that I put in with these individuals, and to see them do me like this, you know what I mean? It really, you know, but the saying is, the only ones that are the closest to you that can really affect you and hurt you. And, you know, unfortunately, I had to go through what I had to go through. I had to see a sports psychologist to get myself back together. I'm back together. So that fight right there was a tester for me to see where I am. Am I truly back mentally like I truly believe I am? Because without the mind, mentally, everything crashed down. You can train as hard as you want. You can go through all the levels of what you need to prepare for a fight. And if you're not mentally there when it's time for that bell, when that bell ring and say ding, if you're not there mentally, it's over with. And I found myself back together, so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the next one to show truly who I am and what I am, and to bring this damn heavyweight division back to its happy days, man. It's dead again, so I gotta save it.
Crawford reacts to people criticizing him for emoting and mocking Teofimo Lopez after his humiliating loss to Shakur Stevenson. He says, "They mad. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. Fuck Teo, fuck his daddy, fuck his sister, and anyone else that has a problem."
The Roberto Duran, with the Pernell Whitakers, and so many other fighters that come down from division, Bud Crawfords of the world. He just etched his name in all-time greatness, Shakur Stevenson.
Oscar Delahoya says Ryan Garcia is disrespectful. Speaking on his relationship with Ryan Garcia on Talk Sport, Oscar Delahoya referred to him as disrespectful and quote-unquote needs to grow up.
Well, look, it all started with disrespect, you know, and I think disrespect has been floating around the boxing world, the boxing community for too long now. You know, you have these young fighters who haven't won anything, who haven't done anything in the sport, who may be popular, who may be, you know, who have followers and, you know, a following in the non-boxing space. And, you know, enough is enough. I mean, how me as a promoter, all I want to do is get you to a world title. All I want to do is progress your career, make your career the biggest, the best, you know, have the most world titles possible, make the most money possible. That's my job as a promoter. But when there's disrespect back and there's no acknowledgement of any kind of respect towards me, it makes my job that much harder. You know, I feel like these young kids today, they must realize what it takes to get to the top. They must realize that there's no shortcuts in boxing. To get to a world title, you must fight the very best. You must fight the top guys, and that's exactly what I want to do for their careers. You know, including Ryan Garcia. But you know, the disrespect he's shown to the sport, to the fans, to himself, is not of an elite athlete. You know, it's not of a top athlete who really wants to become a legend in the sport. So, you know, you sometimes have to let these kids know and tell them the truth, because all I speak is the facts. That is it. I'm going to speak the facts, and whether you like it or not, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings. I'm sorry if it rubs you the wrong way, but the facts are the facts. And as long as you stay in your lane, as long as you do your job in the gym, because that's where your office is for a fighter. In the gym, in the ring, take care of business, win world titles, and you can talk all the shit you want afterwards. But not now. Not now.
The foremost female boxer, Claressa Shields, reveals that Floyd Mayweather gave her $1 million advice that paid off.
But it was just like, listen, at the end of the day, I got to take care of so many different people. I got so many different goals in my life. I know my worth. I've been through my worth. And I just remember when I was talking to Floyd, when I was up in London, probably about, before I fought Savannah, I was making about $350 a fight, maybe $450, somewhere in there. Yeah. And I was telling Floyd, I'm like, Floyd, how do I get to $1 million? He was like, how much you getting paid now? I'm like, $350. He was like, $350K? I said, yeah. He said, girl, you robbing the bank. I said, why you say that? He was like, girls don't make that type of money? Right. The hell you talking about? Right. He said, listen, keep doing that. Every time somebody pay you $350, $450, whatever, he said, if it go up by just a couple dollars, he said, take it. And he said, one day, it's gonna be that one. And I remember him saying that, and I was like, that's the best advice he got. Mm-hmm. But he literally said, he was like, man, you robbing the bank. Women
he lived by that. He fought 9 times one year. He wasn't making a whole bunch of money each fight.
But I just remember him telling me that, and it stayed in my mind. But it was something in me too that was like, man, I promise you, I bet you I won't fight again if they don't pay me the money that I want. Mm-hmm. But he just like, nah, keep getting it. He like, it's gonna change. And then all of a sudden, I think 2 or 3 fights after that, I was making $1 million beating up Savannah Marshall in the UK. And he was watching. He caught me before the fight.
Shakur Stevenson says he might fight O'Shaquie Foster in the future, and he would even like to beat him up outside the ring for his lies.
So when it come down to that, right? Because I can be talking into fighting all of these dudes. Like, I don't care who it is in front of me, but when it comes down to that, the way that he went on that internet and like lied, I really feel some type of way about it because I don't respect that lie. I feel like he didn't have no integrity when he get on these interviews and he's talking and saying as though like he ran me out the gym and he beat me up in sparring, he's not telling the guys honest truth. So it's like when you hear somebody lie like that, it's like, okay, if he would have just said, yo, I want to fight you, I want your spot, I'm cool with that. Like, I ain't tripping off that. But when you lie and make it seem like I'm not who I've been my whole life on camera, I don't respect that. So I don't know. We'll see in the future. I don't know. I'll beat all these guys up, but that dude right there, I really kind of want to beat him up outside the ring.
Tim Bradley hilariously clowns Big Baby Miller for his wig that was punched off in his last fight.
That's gonna be forever. And we gonna remember your ass for getting your wig peeled back. You the definition of that shit now, man. Damn. Like, steroids wasn't enough. Now this the that was the mini me up there. That was the mini me up there, boy. Oh, he had a kid. That motherfucker flew off. They had that motherfucker in slow motion do one of them motherfucker there. Man, I'm over here slobbing this shit. Nah, y'all think I'm bullshit. That shit was funny as hell, boy. Damn. Boy, Big Baby Miller, boy, you gonna need some therapy after this shit, boy. You gonna need some damn therapy. You ride with it, yeah. But your feelings hurt, bruh, for real. Cause if you put that sticky cap on top of your head, yeah, you insecure like a motherfucker, boy. You walking around, you laughing and stuff, but boy, your heart hurting right now. Your motherfucking heart hurting. I know it is. You trying to make him jokes out of me. Oh, I get it. Oh, you ain't hurt by it. Bro, you sensitive as hell. Yeah, you sensitive. You insecure as hell, too. Cause you do them roids. And now you got them sticky caps, bro. For real, they gonna have a line for your ass. Boxer line. We got the boxer line, the Big Baby Miller line now. Sticky caps. Oh, hell no, man. Anyways, Tim Desert Storm Bradley, bro.
That's it for this episode of Boxing Delight. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment your reactions below. See you next time.